Welcome to Earned Influence, the podcast for founders, executives, and professionals who want to grow visibility, authority, and trust without relying on ads or burning out. I'm your host, and this show is brought to you by MediaCoverage.ai. Here, we break down how earned media, podcasting, and thought leadership help you build influence that actually converts, shortening trust cycles, scaling your message, and turning expertise into long-term growth. Each episode delivers practical insights, real strategies, and clear frameworks you can use to grow your brand and income through credibility, not hustle. Let's get into today's episode, the trap most successful people don't see. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever had a moment where you realized you're making more money than ever, but you're also more tired than you've ever been? Your calendar is full, your inbox never ends, and even when business is good, it feels fragile, like if you stop showing up, everything stops. That's not failure. That's the time for money trap. And today's episode is about how entrepreneurs and professionals escape it using one-to-many income through media leverage. Because here's the truth no one tells you early enough. If your income only grows when your hours grow, you're scaling effort, not income. Why the time for money model is broken. Most of us are trained into this model from day one. Go to school, get good at something, trade your time and skills for money. At first, it works beautifully. You work harder, you earn more. You get better, you charge more. But eventually, you hit invisible limits. You only have so many hours, your energy becomes finite, your attention becomes fragmented. This is why high earners still burn out, consultants feel trapped, agency owners feel chained to their business, professionals feel successful but exhausted. The problem isn't ambition, the problem is the income structure. Why working harder never fixes this. When income stalls, most people respond with more hours, more clients, more hustle, more pressure. But effort doesn't scale. In fact, effort compounds stress faster than income. And here's the dangerous part. The better you are, the more people want your time. Your success becomes the bottleneck. That's when burnout quietly starts. The moment everything changes, one-to-many thinking. The breakthrough happens when you ask a different question. How can one action create value for many people at the same time? This is one-to-many income. Instead of explaining the same thing repeatedly, pitching yourself over and over, selling one conversation at a time, you let your ideas work for you. And that's where media leverage comes in. What media leverage really means. Media leverage is not about going viral, it's not about fame, and it's definitely not about dancing on social media. Media leverage means one idea to thousands of impressions, one conversation to ongoing authority, one recording to months of content. Media separates income from presence. When you use media, your message works while you sleep, your authority compounds, trust builds before you ever speak to someone directly. This is why podcasts, newsletters, blogs, earned media are income tools, not marketing extras. Why podcasting is the most powerful one-to-many tool. Among all media formats, podcasting stands out. Why? Because podcasting builds trust faster than text, creates intimacy without meetings, positions you as a peer, not a seller. People listen to podcasts while driving, walking, working, thinking. You're in their head without interrupting their life. One podcast episode can pre-sell your expertise, shorten sales cycles, filter low-fit clients, attract aligned opportunities. That's one-to-many income leverage in action, from one podcast to many income streams. Here's where most people miss the opportunity. They record a podcast and stop there, but a single episode can become short social clips, a blog post, a newsletter, media pitches, speaking opportunities, sales conversations. You're not creating more content, you're extracting more value from one action. This is how media breaks the time for money trap. The same effort produces exponential reach. Earned media, the trust accelerator. Let's talk about earned media. being featured on podcasts, articles, industry publications, news platforms. Earned media does something powerful. It borrows trust. Instead of proving yourself, credibility is assumed, authority is transferred, conversations start warmer. This means fewer calls, faster decisions, higher fees. That alone reduces burnout. Systems, the difference between leverage and chaos. Media only works when it's systematic. Without systems, content becomes exhausting, consistency disappears, motivation fades. With systems, research once, record once, repurpose everywhere, distribute automatically. Systems remove friction. Friction causes burnout. One-to-many income only works when the system works without constant effort. The one-to-many income framework. Let's put it all together. One-to-many income requires a clear message, a repeatable format, podcast, newsletter, blog, media leverage, distribution systems, earned trust, not constant selling. The goal is not attention. The goal is compounding authority. Authority reduces effort. Effort reduction prevents burnout. What this means for you. If you feel stuck trading time for money, here's the shift. Stop asking, how do I do more? Start asking, how do I make this work without me being present every time? That's the question that leads to podcasting, thought leadership, earned media, one-to-many income. Success without exhaustion. Let's end with this. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a signal the model is broken. The people who scale sustainably don't hustle endlessly. They let media work on their behalf. This episode is brought to you by MediaCoverage.ai, where we help entrepreneurs and professionals build one-to-many income through podcasting, thought leadership, and earned media without burning out. Thanks for listening.